Roll to the rescue! No, wait. Wrong show.
Hello, this is KRBrickBot, and now I'm going to look at the newest wave of Tobot V. So this particular subgroup is called the Tobot Rangers, led by Ultra Commander and 3 of the guys here, Airpang, Tankdori, and one more upcoming one. But today we're going to look at this little guy first. It has that Tobot V style packaging, but this is a rather small packaging, comparing to an Earthrise Deluxe box. About the same height, but a little wider. It still has the same layout as the other Tobot V boxes. This side has the robot portrait and the outlined English name. The other side has this vertical portrait, Airpang. Background, the vehicle mode, robot mode on the stage, and it can also ride Ultra Commander. Except it doesn't actually click onto it, so that is the loosest cross-compatibility play. Okay, now to unboxing. So fortunately the stage is not encased around the plastic because that's a little annoying when pulling it out because it might fall out. But on the other hand, this one is not falling out. Ooh, this one's been pretty scrunched. Because I think it was just really tight in that box. Airpang, Tobot V, the instructions. I already pre-loosened this thing up, so there's the little guy there. Is this even a Tobot? This looks more like a rescue bot. This looks like this could be something that came straight out of Rescue Bots or Rescue Bots Academy. Because that head is a very big head compared to its small body and short legs. Really looks like a preschool Transformer than an actual cool looking Transformer or brave Transformer. They're trying something new. It's a baby blue airplane looking thing with some black and orange, and that's about all the colors. That still is a pretty nice detailed robot face. Looks like a aerial helmet with a flip down visor, blue streaks across the helmet. The little round airplane nose cone covering the rather noticeable roller wheel. The V symbols on his shoulder propellers. Not the kind you can blow on to make them spin, unfortunately. Some nice painted blue details on the torso and such, and another roller wheel right in a really unfortunate place. And coming down to the legs, yeah, they're short little legs. The legs exactly the same size as the upper legs, with some orange on there and some pre-molded ankles. Nothing going on the ankles there, no flipping in. So the articulation, the arms can move, but they're automatic spring-loaded. So there's a button back here which I guess you could do automatic hand slamming. But he does have wrist swivel, full 8-click wrist swivel. Full leg swivels on transparent joints. I think it's pretty encased in there, so I wouldn't worry too much about breaking it. And a full 180 knee, and that's it. Size comparisons with a little deluxe. And a standard deluxe. Yep, he's right there somewhere in the deluxe class. To transform him, this is an optional step, but the official configuration is having his wrists curled upward and just click them in. Flip up the visor and flip up the nose cone. Click those little legs. It's a tiny little baby airplane. Very baby looking airplane. Baby blue and orange. With those tiny little wings. And that very short stubby nose cone. Although I do like how the robot mode visor forms the windscreen in plane mode. That's a nice reuse of parts. But seriously, imagine those are eyes, or just slap some eye stickers on there and they'll look like they totally fit in some other super wings. And some visible fists on the nacelle, so I prefer to flip them like this way so that the color just flows along better. Still visible robot hands. And there's some nice V styling raised pattern on the side and little engine intakes. And I also kind of like how the feet just line up with the vents here. But yeah, very simple. Comparing it with a couple of deluxes, kind of a short but wide guy, and a fellow jet. Yep. He's gonna knock him out of the sky. And it rolls like a toy plane should. And transforming you into robot mode is easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta love those auto spring-loaded transformations for all the grand total of 3 parts flipping down. Yay, auto transformation! Next is Tankdori. I'm sure I've heard of Dory somewhere else, maybe. Yeah, it's based on the Korean rather than Dory. Robot pose here. 2020 July. Orange subcolor. Vehicle mode, robot mode, on Commander Ultra Commander. So Tankdori's a somewhat adorable little robo-tank man. Green and yellow and black. So looking at his giant head, it has a bolted mechanical barrette with a little tank hatch at the top. That's a cute touch, and a V badge and stripe on the rim of the barrette. And his head, he has a very cheesy, toothy grin, like a side smirk. That really gives him some personality. With some baby blue light optics and the primal style faceplate, although it's really jutting out there, so it kind of looks like a little mustache if you color that in. Yellow side to side, and pretty nice articulation for a head. Looks like the chin kind of blocks the rest of the way. The legs are pretty short stumpies with little tank treads. I suppose you can point them this way for some leg lights. Also pretty much simple articulation with the 2 swivels and the knees that only go this much. And the arms are detachable for some reason. I guess this is for a safety feature. This isn't for combining or anything. Though I suppose you could just swap them around if you want. To use his Gatling gun elbows. He has Gatling gun elbows. And here's Airpang and Impactor. And some BAM and POW and ZOWIE! Now for transformation. Just click that head in, fold in those sides. Unlatch those so that they hinge back, and click in. Turn those around and just loosely lock them in. And then flip the feet like this way for a little plow. Little tank mode. Yeah, with this kind of wide, chibi tank, it kind of looks like more of a stylized tank out of some sort of mobile game. Battle tanks. Or maybe some old cartoons like Portraits. It still has some really tanky stuff like these little double treads. These multi-ridged angled plates like Tank Man. And those elbow Gatling guns. And a little barrel and a little feet plow and little headlights. And some rear bars on the back and little hooks. Just a simple little tank guy. Tankdori, that is. And he doesn't have any rolling wheels. Bit of a shame. They could have just put 2 little roller wheels on there, but they didn't for some reason. And another tank. Deluxe-ish length, but a very wide guy. To transform him, first you slightly unlatch these backwards again. Then bam the cannon for some auto transforming, unlatching the sides of the arm and popping out the head. Then back to the feet and the little arms. So these two are like if their appearance reflected the tone of the show. Very kiddish, and to a more stereotypically harsh degree, for babies. These two toys look like they're for babies! And on top of that, they're more auto changers. Just gimmicky stuff. Although, I really wish they could have either went one way or the other. Just make this all auto transforming with the legs, just have the legs auto spraying and such. Or just make this fully manual, because what you're gonna do with the arms here? The arms really don't do anything except weak slamming action, so really wish they went one way or the other completely, not this half and half. Well, at least Tankdori actually works, because he actually has the articulation while still having those spring-loaded bits. But somehow they could not work that for Airpang here. But at least I suppose they're much more premium and much more enjoyable than the RescueBot easy-to-do toys. So when they appear in the show, I assume this is their actual scale, the like Scout class to Deluxe class. Except the Scout class is looking like it's coming straight from very toyetic toys, even more toyetic than the other toys the other Tobots came from. So unless you really like chibi robots, I think this is a mostly easy pass. Because we've already had airplane bots and tank bots. And to think these Rangers are led by this big guy.
Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe and get notified. So until next time, this is KRBrickBot signing off.